Since my last visit in 2009, Sri Lanka has made great progress and undergone profound changes. Sri Lanka has a deep democratic roots, but even deep roots need nourishing. I welcome the initiative the President Sirisena, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe, and the unity government have undertaken to promote good governance. Sri Lankans across the country have suffered too much from decades of violence. People now need ways to overcome distrust between communities and mend the fabric of their society. This country is at a crossroad, and I commend your bold decision to face the past and deal with the legacies of conflict. The United Nations has also had to address the legacy of its actions in Sri Lanka, which did not meet the expectations of the people and the world. We reviewed our involvement in the terrible events of that time and continue to take steps to ensure that human rights are at the center of our decision-making. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had a productive visit and met many inspiring Sri Lankans. Here in Colombo, I delivered a speech on the Sustainable Development Agenda, in particular Goal 16, which reinforces people's demands for more just, transparent, and accountable institutions and a more responsive participatory government. Sri Lanka has much to gain from achieving Goal 16 and all the Sustainable Development Goals. I visited the north of the country, Jaffna, today, and saw an enormous contrast with my experience there in 2009. Great progress has been made in alleviating the problems associated with the mass displacement. When I was there 7 years ago, they were all staying in a tent, refugee tents. Now they have been building brick houses. While I was also sad to see they are still suffering from all these difficulties, but I thought that they were very resilient. They were making their own lives with the help of international community, UNHCR and other United Nations agencies. In Jaffna, I also met the Tamil political leadership, the governor and civil society to exchange views regarding the government's efforts to advance transitional justice and peace building and reconciliation. In the South, I spoke to a large gathering of young people and listened to their views. They, to my mind, while I have been meeting many young and youth groups, they were quite innovative and creative and committed to work as the leaders of today and tomorrow to contribute to their society and to the world. Reconciliation will not be accomplished overnight. It is a complex process that requires continuous nurturing. Reconciliation asks all of you to do something almost unimaginable. It asks you to overcome all the harm done, the torture, the murders, and extrajudicial executions, the suicide bombings, the disappearances and forced recruitment, the suffering and violence, to transcend your grief and your pain. It asks you to overcome, but not to forget, the loss of your loved ones. It calls on you to try to heal the wounds and begin to see each other as people as part of the same country and same human family. Profound transformation in democratic societies necessarily takes time. I commend the unity government for taking steps to pursue truth-seeking and accountability mechanisms and to deal with the grievances of people in the North and the East. I welcome the establishment of an Office of Missing Persons and the process to reform the constitutions to achieve a political settlement. These are positive steps, but more needs to be done. Victims cannot wait forever. They deserve to have their voices heard. They deserve credible, transparent, and solid transitional justice mechanisms. I welcome the government's efforts on widespread consultations. In all my meetings with the senior government and parliamentary leadership, I stressed that it is important to seize the opportunity to provide all your people with truth, justice, security, and prosperity. The United Nations offers you its unwavering commitment and its full support as you build a peaceful and harmonious Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.